Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Mwai Kibaki was laid to rest today in Othaya. And there were intrigues and drama during that particular event. The Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto, today refused to receive President Uhuru Kenyatta. William Ruto is the principal assistant to the president, and the protocol dictates that is the one who should actually receive President Uhuru Kenyatta. But today, when the Deputy President landed, he went straight to his seat. So that's significant. And then there was this story of paid hecklers, and there was the story of the encounter between Raila Odinga and Mwai Kibaki's grandson, in which most people speculated initially that the grandson refused to shake hands with Raila Odinga. Personally, I have a different opinion because I've reviewed these videos severally now, and I can easily tell that the young man actually greeted Raila Odinga. And you can see him stretching his hand, but being the last person on the line, this young man looked back to take his seat. But the initial photos which were circulated by William Ruto's team, led by Dennis Itumbi, is showing the man declining to shake hands with Raila Odinga. And it is significant, whatever took place there. So I want us to look at this particular encounter. But for me, based on my own observation, I tend to think that this young man actually greeted Raila Odinga. But let's assume that he greeted Raila Odinga, but majority of the larger Mount Kenya region are celebrating the fact that he never greeted Raila Odinga. I want us to look at why the fact that this man never greeted Raila Odinga is actually exciting William Samoei Arap Ruto's support base. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you guys to take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue to thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. It's actually raining outside, and it's good. Tomorrow I will be in Kitale. For those who are in Kitale, we might have that opportunity. Now, let us get back to serious business. And those who are subscribed, please do me a favor, give this video thumbs up. Why do you think there is celebration about Mwai Kibaki's grandson declining to shake hands with Raila Odinga, assuming that's what happened? Because for me, the young man shook hands with Raila Odinga. But why are William Ruto's supporters, especially from the larger Mount Kenya region, celebrating that act? Remember, Raila Odinga is the one who saved Mwai Kibaki's life. Had Raila Odinga not intervened when Mwai Kibaki got that accident, Mwai Kibaki would have been past tense long time ago. He might not have even been the president of the Republic of Kenya. So those are the facts. The other fact is also that it is Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, who is Raila Odinga's father, who took Mwai Kibaki, who picked Mwai Kibaki from Makerere University and brought him to Kanu, even bought him his first vehicle. But the truth of the matter is that from this particular event, from yesterday and today, Mwai Kibaki's family is not keen on Raila Odinga. There is something you can tell from the body language. Because again, in politics, body language is always very, very important. I observed the body language of Mwai Kibaki's family with those of Raila Odinga, and I can clearly tell you that something is not right between these two families. But let us focus on today's incidents in which personally I think the guy greeted Raila Odinga, but let's assume he avoided Raila Odinga. Why do you think this celebration on the other side? Number one is the fact that if he never greeted Raila Odinga, the assumption outside there is that the Kibaki family are always discussing Raila Odinga, but not in good light. That probably Raila Odinga disturbed the father, the father, and that probably Raila Odinga and Mwai Kibaki had issues. Remember yesterday, Mwai Kibaki made certain statement that whenever Uhuru Kenyatta would speak on TV, he would always take a keen interest, while others would switch off the TV. So I want to believe that the Mwai Kibaki family, just like any other family, always discuss politics whenever they're having dinner. And Raila Odinga is always on the menu. And whenever Raila Odinga is on the menu, the discussion is not that good. For me, I think that's important in understanding why the larger William Ruto support base is very happy by whatever is happening. Number two, I think the celebration, or rather this instance, if it's true and why these people are celebrating, is like they are trying to follow the bad example which was set by none other than President Uhuru Kenyatta. President Uhuru Kenyatta, for the past few days or weeks, have avoided any handshake with his deputy, including yesterday, when he clearly pretended to be putting on his coat, maybe buttoning up, when after greeting several other heads of state, he was greeting several other heads of state, and when the deputy president emerged, he pretended to be buttoning up his suit. So I think the fact that the deputy president has been avoiding handshake with Raila Odinga, and the Raila Odinga supporters have been celebrating or happy about this, this other instance is like a case of tit for tat. It was now another case of William Ruto allies and supporters celebrating the incidents. Number three, I also think that it confirms the deep-rooted hatred for Raila Odinga by the Kikuyu nation. And it will take time. Raila Odinga is making progress, but it will take time for him to deal with the issue of the hatred. The truth of the matter is that there are people who believe in this country, and I've been reading several comments, and there was a comment which shocked me. Like the commenter was told that in Israel, between Israel and Palestinians, any child born in Palestine is told that Israel is bad. So they grow up knowing that there's nothing good in Israel. So I want to relate that to our own situation in Kenya. What these guys were trying to express is the deep hatred amongst the Kikuyu nation, basically for the Luo nation, or I can say, for this particular matter, for Raila Odinga. If there were no hatred, the deep-rooted hatred, there would not have been that kind of celebration. These people would have been questioning how this boy was brought up, I mean, why he did that, but now they are celebrating. It means these guys have kept Raila Odinga, and it was not time for them to celebrate. Number four, in my view, if it indeed happened, it's a clear endorsement of William Samoei Ruto by the Kibaki family. Based on their body language, based on what Jimmy Kibaki stated yesterday, based on what I observed today, it's clear that the Kibaki family, in my view, it's just a matter of time, but they will publicly endorse William Samoei Arap Ruto's bid for the presidency. And if you listen to William Ruto's speech, William Ruto is trying to position himself as the next Kibaki. He's trying to bring everything so that he can be compared to Kibaki. That Kibaki began from bottom up. And I was like, what about Moi? Moi was also a president. He began from bottom going up. What about Jaramogi? Began from bottom up. So it's about that particular endorsement. And someone also made an interesting post that the DP and this group are celebrating Kibaki as part of Hustler until the day Jimmy Kibaki's son or daughter will talk positive about Raila Odinga. So I tend to think that the Kibaki family are going to make their statement known. And that statement will be to endorse William Ruto. And lastly, I also tend to think that just like Jimmy Kibaki stated yesterday, I think William Ruto has a lot of influence on the Kibaki family. I don't know what he did or he has done since the day Kibaki died. And Jimmy Kibaki was very clear that the DP has been calling them, visiting them, the office calling. So I don't know. Maybe money exchanged hands. Maybe the deputy president came to the family in a big way because he knew the importance of this particular event. In fact, I was talking to someone who is an Odium operative, and he was like, why would the DP invest in a funeral, especially a funeral whose expenses are being taken by the state? I told him the difference between Ruto and Raila Odinga's team is that William Ruto understands the assignment. He understood that this day was going to be a serious day. So he invested in it. The first invested is on the family so that he could become very close with the family. For example, Uhuru Kenyatta made sure that this event became a state event, organized everything, but he didn't have that direct link with the family. Of course, he's been part of this family for long. But for Ruto, he went outside there, kept on asking them. Maybe you never know. Maybe everything he did, again, separate from from what the state did. So he understood the assignment. He understood that this day was going to be a big day, especially in the Kikuyu nation. William Ruto also understood that he needed to impress on this particular big occasion. And if anything, the deputy president, in my view, succeeded, if that was his mission. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Tomorrow, we'll do a critical analysis about the event in Othaya today. Thank you guys, and please, may you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.